I'm Billy Abraham, at Billy Abraham, at Billy Abraham, at Billy Abraham on Twitter. And thank you, Seth. And Walter. And I'd like to thank my parents, even though they didn't do a very good job of getting me through school. But that's okay. I made it here. That's pretty cool, right? Round of applause for me. Okay, you guys, I've been doing comedy now for 3 months, 7 days, 40 minutes, and 3 seconds. And I'm getting worse by the second, by the minute, by the day. But don't worry, I recently signed up for the Steve Martin Teaches Comedy Master Class. Class, Master Class. Okay, so I will not only be skinny at the end. Well, I am skinny, but that's because I take Adderall and it makes you not want to eat food. So, if you do want to diet, take Adderall. But anyways, so Steve Martin, do you know this guy? He's great. He's so funny. It turns out the problem with my comedy is I'm writing my own material. His whole thing is he likes to make people laugh without being funny. I'm halfway there. So, I highly recommend this Steve Martin class. You know what else Steve says? Steve says you should all buy me a drink. Don't worry, I can't drink much. I like ginger ale, and they don't seem to have that much in Portland. All right, so my mother recently got her DNA results. Have you guys heard about this thing? DNA testing, finding out things about yourself you didn't want to know, or you already knew, but you paid for it anyways. Turns out she's 100% Jewish, except they were wrong. She's infinity Jewish. Her results came back in a bagel, smeared with cream cheese. That's disgusting. Don't you think she paid $60 for this thing? No, it was actually 120 because she lives in Canada. Totally upcharged her. Anyways, she's so Jewish, she listens to Schindler's List in her car. Could be uplifting, I guess. Good for road rage. Oh, and she's so Jewish, she marinates her chicken in water to make sure it's completely bland. And then she sprinkles it on everything else she eats. Yeah, but you know what? That DNA testing is great because you get to find more shitty family members that you never knew existed. And it's also great because my brother-in-law found out he's actually cousins with my sister. Yeah, that was a nice bombshell. I think I need some, how many Jews are in the, how many people have watched Seinfeld? All right, good to know, because I just don't know. I don't know, maybe like you're just not really understanding what I'm saying. I know. Her DNA results came back wrapped in a kugel. All right, moving right along, because I have like 30 jokes to get through here. Steve says the best audience are dogs. They give the best laughs. They are your best friend. They should. I don't really like dogs, though. That's my problem. I did my act in front of our goldfish before I came here. It was great. Loved it. All right, then. So, do you guys think it's strange? Have you ever strolled through Old Town? That the Airbnb headquarters are completely surrounded by homeless shelters? You don't think they could help some people out? It's kind of sad. But I don't want to be sad. I really don't. But, you know what Steve says? Take a pause. I'm going to take a pause. And a look. And a look. Because I have some really great jokes. Something about a transient anus. That was on Twitter. Twitter has really good stuff, you guys. You know, the Dalai Lama is on Twitter. You know what he posted today? He's so wise. He's like, if you're gonna eat pie for breakfast, make sure you have a side of ice cream. I know, and I don't understand. His name was spelled D-O-L-L-Y? Dolly? I don't know. He did have a check mark. I'm pretty sure it's him. But why have there never been any female Dalai Lamas? At least the Jews are inclusive. They have that burning bush. It's good, right? So can I say one last story?
Please, yeah.
Okay, I will. You can't drag me off the stage. Okay, so I found out something. Forget the DNA shit. I found out something way more disturbing. I may not have graduated high school. I know, how would you not know? Because I went to 3 different high schools, that's why. It's kind of hard to track that shit down. So basically, I went back to college at age 40, and I thought I had to get my transcript, so I called up my old Canadian high school. That kind of explains a lot, right? Yes, Canada kicked me out. What can I say? So, and they're like, yeah, in the flood of 92, yeah, we lost all the files, so yeah, I don't know what to tell you, And I'm like, what? Take off, And then that was that, and I still didn't know. And then I'm like, well, now what? And I'm like, this is my parents' fault. I mean, they should have gotten me that math tutor with the boner. Could they just get me a normal math tutor? Okay, so this is what happened. I would go to his house. He was still living with his parents. I'm sure they knew his parents and felt bad for him. He was a math genius. And he but he didn't want to be a math genius. He wanted to be a magician. So he'd show me his magic tricks. But he could never make his boner disappear. So I was like, you suck. But that's all that happened. And then we just did division and multiplication and all that fun stuff. And so, yeah, I guess I don't know what happened. But yeah, so don't take math in Canada. That's the lesson. And one last thing I'd like to tell you, garburator is a real word. It's a garbage disposal in Canada. We're much stranger than you guys know. We're not just Justin Trudeau's hot body. We have more to offer than that. We have ketchup chips. Yeah. We have Burton Cummings. Anyone know who that guy is? That fellow? No. He's such a loser. He moved back to my hometown. He's American Woman. He's from the Guess Who? No, that's really a band. You know. Yeah. Who knows American Woman? Is anyone here over the age of 50? You don't know? Okay, Neil Young is from my hometown. But something really sad happened. My friend got discovered by Sony, and they said she'd be the next Celine Dion. That's pretty lame, right? I mean, it was the 90s. Couldn't they be like, you'll be the next Alanis Morissette or the next Bryan Adams? But on that note, I may be the next Benny Hill. No, he's from England, right? I'll be the next Steve Martin. Thank you very much.